Welcome to the One Girl Travel Podcast, episode number 1.
Welcome to the One Girl Travel Podcast, your passport to the world of solo travel, with certified life and travel coach, Alessia Tenebruso. Join Alessia as she shares her own journey of self-discovery through solo travel, while also focusing on topics such as life coaching insights and travel tips along the way. Now, here's your host, Alessia Tenebruso.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the very first episode of the One Girl Travel Podcast. I am so excited you're here, and I'm really, really excited to be doing this. It has been something I've wanted to do for a while now, and I decided today's the day, and here I am. And I can't wait for all the things we're going to experience together. Today, I wanted to give you a little intro about me, Alessia, and who I am and what exactly One Girl Travel is and what you can expect from the One Girl Travel Podcast. So my name's Alessia from Long Island, New York, and I have been solo traveling for about 10 years now. And I can tell you it has changed my life. My story began back in 2012. I just got out of a mentally abusive relationship where I felt completely broken. I didn't know who I was anymore. I was very lost as a person, and I needed to do something to change that. And back then I was very shy, very timid, very unsure of myself, self-conscious, all of the things. And I decided I need to do something outside my comfort zone, and I needed to go on a trip by myself so I could think and rediscover myself. And that's exactly what I did. I decided to go to Florida, a place I was familiar with. And from the moment I got on that flight, I sat next to another solo traveler who shared his solo travel journeys with me and his experience. And, that was the first time I actually ever spoke to anybody on a plane, and it happened to be another solo traveler. And throughout the whole process of my first solo travel experience in Florida, just people kept appearing, and it felt like the universe had my back, where these people would talk to me and I'd feel comforted, and I would just meet people everywhere I went. And I wasn't comfortable at all doing this, but I pushed myself and I did it anyway. And after that first trip, I was hooked. I needed more. I wanted to learn more about myself and see what I was capable of doing. And from there, I booked my first big solo trip. It was my first cruise ever, and my first time leaving the country. Actually, that's not true. It was my first time leaving the country by myself. And I decided to take a cruise from New York to Bermuda. And on that cruise, I went to a meetup, and it was a meetup for all solo travelers on the ship. And one of those solo travelers happened to be a guy from Italy around my age. And we hit it off, and we would just hang out, go to dinner together, and we became really great friends. And I have to add that meeting people while solo traveling is one of the biggest and best benefits of solo traveling, but I will go deeper into that in another podcast. So anyway, on that trip, I loved it. I was hooked. I am officially a solo traveler now, and I just grew so much. So from the person I was back in 2012, my first solo trip to Florida, to the person I am now in 2022, it is a huge difference. Solo travel has been so much more than just taking vacations. It's been self-discovery. It's been getting myself out of my comfort zone and embracing the unknown and the uncomfortable. It's about finding myself and learning what I like and what I dislike. It's about just becoming the future version of myself. And I can honestly say that I am currently living as my future self. Of course, that's going to change over the years, and I'm going to keep striving for a different version of my future self. But right now, I am so grateful for everything I've experienced through solo travel, and I know how important it is to take that time for yourself, to get yourself out of your comfort zone and experience things that you would never think you could do because you're scared, or you're waiting around for somebody else to join you, or you're waiting for the right body size, you're waiting for the right paycheck, whatever it is you're waiting for. Stop waiting. You have to create the right moment, and that right moment is now. I'm going to go on a rant, so I don't want to get too far into that, but I really just want to express how important it is to create the moments for yourself, not wait for the moments to happen to you. So because I realized the importance of solo travel on my life, I had this epiphany while in Paris in 2019, while on a retreat with my mentor, Tanya Lee. And I was in Paris, and it was during a photo shoot, a boudoir photo shoot in this amazing flat in Paris. And I'm standing on this balcony overlooking the Seine, and I'm barefoot and I'm eating cheese and I have some champagne, and I'm like, I know what I want to do. I know what I was meant to do. And that was to create One Girl Travel. I knew I wanted to teach women to solo travel. I wanted to mentor them and coach them to get through any limiting beliefs that are holding them back from doing the things that they want to do. And I wanted to host retreats and bring women all around the world and bring them together. So I declared it in Paris and at the Ritz. And ever since then, I have been moving forward and building this business. And it has been so rewarding helping all of the women that I've worked with over the past few years, getting them out there and feeling confident and just taking the chance on themselves to get out of their comfort zone and go experience new things. And that's what I'm here for you. I'm here to provide you with all the knowledge that I have, all the experience, and encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, go after what you want, stop waiting around for other people to join you, and just live your life the way you want to live it. I'm really looking forward to everything that we're going to discuss on this podcast. I know it's going to be a very, very special thing, and this is only the beginning. Please let me know what you want to experience from this podcast. You can go to onegirltravel.com, click on the podcast tab, and you can submit any requests that you would like me to cover. But I have a long list of topics, and we're going to get through all of it. It's going to be about solo travel tips. It's going to be about mindset work. It's going to be my personal travel stories, because I have a lot of those, and I'm sure they can help you with your future travel plans. And I can't wait to be here with you. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the One Girl Travel Podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find out more about your host on our website, onegirltravel.com, or follow her on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and TikTok. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.